As usual, during the time when we're knocking at the door of Power Book 3, Raising Kanan season finale, there are several picks, teasers, and spoilers to be had. I recall a time when the entire episode was leaked. So let's hope that we'll get the joy of sitting on the edge of our seats and flinching as the writers roll out the episode in true power fashion. Let's review what we have and do our due diligence to make sense of all as best we can. In hindsight, Jukebox has been holding several keys throughout the season. Jukebox is the family member most connected to everyone, and Jukebox is the only person who can get into Kanan's ear now that Crystal's gone and actually help him redirect his thoughts and his actions. Ironically, Kanan always say that he works for himself, but ultimately it's Jukebox who works for herself. Most of her comings and goings is done discreetly, and despite what Kanan shares with her, she tends to keep information close to herself. Hello, Lady Vet here with a shout out to all Power veterans. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, do it now and like the video, and as always, leave your thoughts in the comments box. Jukebox has given up so much. Jukebox gave up her pride and joy, singing, because of her family's lifestyle. Jukebox gave up the military because of her own lifestyle. And Jukebox put the evidence of her past in the trash can of life to accept within herself that she is a force to be reckoned with among Aunt Rock's crew. Yes, Rock's crew. Because although Kanan was convincing, he didn't say anything that caused Jukebox to turn against Rock and kill her. Remember, the only thing that Jukebox wanted was to know who killed Famous and get back at them. Well, Jukebox's keen sense of strategy and thinking things through prevailed. So right now, Jukebox holds the key of intel, and she's got an inside connect in the police station. I believe that she is too smart to work directly with Detective Garcia, but I also think that she is smart enough to work with him to get to where she wants to go. Remember, Rock once told her having the police as a friend is not so bad. After talking about Famous and OC for the past weeks, Jukebox has now to tell Kanan about Crystal, and at the same time, Jukebox is positioning herself to get the rest of the story. All signs pointed to Garcia and Burke being alone on the sides of the good cops. With Burke gone, Jukebox will eventually know what Garcia knows, and Jukebox will learn that Crystal's route from Rock's house to the bus was interrupted by dirty cops who will link back to Snaps and Pop. If Rock didn't kill Crystal, then chances are that she had nothing to do with Fame and OC. This is the task that Jukebox is faced with to assist Kanan's reasoning skills. When she finds success, Kanan will realize that all of his intel is from Snaps, Pop, and Unique, all of which wants to take Rock down. If Kanan quiets down long enough to reflect upon his conversations with Crystal, perhaps he will hear her voice remind him of a few things. Crystal felt Rock's pain during the memorial of Famous, and she honestly doesn't think that Rock did anything to Famous. Crystal saw Unique coming out of the work apartment. Not knowing Unique, she tried telling Kanan about him and how he looked at her and how he was creepy. She told him just before the stash was hit. Shortly afterwards, his skimming money was gone along with OC. And Kanan has to wonder what made Crystal go to Rock before leaving town if she didn't trust her, all of which points away from Rock. No doubt Kanan just got word from Snaps and Pop that Rock put down Fame. Kanan is devastated and reminded all over again about D-Wiz. Now that is his mother and he hates her, he's forced to decide if he must put her down. But again, that's where Jukebox comes in. Jukebox referred to Snaps and Pop as Bonnie and Clyde in them, and she never trusted them, so she definitely won't be buying what they're selling, Kanan. And it's Jukebox who will break the code and expose Bonnie and Clyde for who they really are. We know that Kanan and Jukebox survives this messiness. We can only speculate who else makes it out, at least alive. Snaps and Pop may make it out to the end of season 4, but trust and believe there will be nowhere for them to go as we go into season 5. They will be exposed by the actions of Jukebox, and I guess their dog will inherit their trusted 401k. I'll see you in the next video, guys. I'm out.